Culture has changed. Political also changed.
I love our Asian heritage.
I love our Asian heritage.
When you go to the temple, you put your hands together and you put it on your head, like this. And when you go to the king or palace, you do this. And when you're normal, you do just like.
I love our Asian heritage.
Let's shape Arizona's future with the 2020 census. Make us count.
I think in 1921, Phoenix probably had like maybe 4,000 or 5,000 people, and the reason my grandpa came to Gilbert was because all the Chinese relatives in Phoenix told him, that there's a Chinese grocery store in every corner here in Phoenix. You need to get out. On the outskirts, so he got on the train and rode the 20 miles to Gilbert and bought a burned out lot next to the railroad track and dug a basement and used the dirt to make adobe to built a store right there in 1921.
Please leave your message after the tone.
Dear Grandpa, I miss you very much. I will see you at Christmas.
You will be 100 years old in August. Right. And you've been through this whole time, the 99 years on this earth, and we really would love to hear your story.
The location in Arizona was ideal. The climate, condition, and the people in Arizona was a good experience.
We really don't realize that many of us Asian Americans has been here for 8 generations before a lot of other people were here. I believe that in the 1800s there was not many other immigrants other than Chinese Americans. And at that time, there was a Chinese Exclusion Act that stopped the Chinese immigrate to America. And at the same time, all the people that were here were still here. And they are Americans, and now it's the 8th generation. These interviews that we all understand and have more tolerance for each other and for the community, that we all know that even though our colors are different and we may even have different accents, but we are all Americans and we need to work together. And together we can be a better country and our next generation will benefit more.
I always said to people when they asked me, I would say my birth country is Laos. And I would say, thank you, the American have made me American citizen.
Because lately, there's many hate crimes and also incidents that people get assaulted in our community, the Asian community. Unfortunately, I think it's about education.
One of the biggest protests that Asian American has ever seen in Chandler. Stop Asian hate! Stop Asian hate! Stop Asian hate! Stop Asian hate! Stop Asian hate!
Sawadee ka. My name is Lila Tate. I am Miss Thai Arizona 2016.
But as far as I'm concerned, Laos is still my country. But, you know, sadly, we couldn't go back. Well, I did go back 3 times. When I went back there, I saw with my own eyes on television when they opened up the Friendship Bridge from Thailand to Laos, Laos, Thailand. And the King of Thailand came, and our president went to meet each other in the middle of the bridge. So the funny part was, when they met, the Laotian president, you know, gave his hand, extended his hand to the Thai king to say hello. But the Thai king returned the hello with this, because our culture had changed so much, because we were born with how to say hello, goodbye, with this.
We have a lot to serve our country, contribute to our country, and hopefully that everyone can be educated and realize that we are American, even though we have different skin colors and we may have an accent, but we all live here, and this is our country, America. Were you here in Arizona around 1928?
Yes, ma'am.
I was born in Mesa, Arizona. My grandfather came to Gilbert in 1921.
I worked in a grocery store and until I decided I needed change. From the West Coast, from the East Coast to the West Coast, and I landed in San Francisco.
64, 65, we had a big flood, but I enjoyed my country very much.
Well, after I came to the West Coast, I remained there until I was discharged, honorably discharged.
Because now, just Maricopa County is 4 million people.
Well,
and at that time, the whole Phoenix was only 4,000.
That's one problem that I couldn't avoid is married life. I don't think I was ready for it, and I don't want to delve into it because I'm getting into something that I don't know, understand. So that was off territory.
I remember when I was in first grade in 1949, it showed Phoenix had like 24,000 people. That was 1949.
the reality of it. The journalists were there because they knew our country is going to fall after Vietnam.
All I know is that a couple of guys that worked for us, they signed up to fight in the Korean War, and both of those guys ended up as career soldiers. That gave them a life, different from growing up in Gilbert. Because like I said, in Gilbert, 1949, there's 200 people in Gilbert. My sister graduated in 1959. I graduated in 1961 from high school.
They called it Lao New Year in April, starting April 13th.
I traveled all over the United States, and it was a good experience, and I enjoyed every minute of it. I traveled, and I got to see the world.
We throw water at you, we pour water, and we wish you Happy New Year and have a good life. Why do we do that? Because the water, the reason with the water was washing all the bad luck in your body to go away, and then wish you good luck. I wear this a lot also, especially overseas. They should always remember where they were born. I understand some of them were born here, but majority of them came from Laos. They need to learn, and I urge my people, the Laotian, my friends, everyone out there, please help your children to remember their roots, where they came from, how they got here. I would really love to say that parents should have time to teach their children how to speak the language where they came from as well, to tell them, don't forget where you came from.